Hello. What I'm going to do for you now is demonstrate a very quick VLC streaming session. What I have here is just a standard VLC player. It doesn't really matter what version you have, they all pretty much coincide and can play on everything. All we'll need to do is just go to Open, and we come up with this screen. We have a file, disk, network, direct show. File is just opening a standard file. Disk is for obviously DVDs, CDs, whatever. Network, I'll show you that later. And direct show, this is if you want to play or stream whatever is on your desktop. You can also use this to stream current audio playback that you have running through. It's great for recording, webcast or making a video such as this. All I'm going to need to do is just press on browse, and I'm going to play Rock and Rolla. I've already got it set up here. This is a video. Now, to stream it, all we need to do is just go down to Stream, click here, and we're going to hit Settings. And here we come up to this stream, this screen, and we have all of these options. What I'm going to choose to do is stream over UDP. It's real easy to protocol. Not a whole lot we need to do with it. The address is very simple. It's just the address that we want to stream the file to. For this purpose, I'm just going to have it streamed to myself on this local machine. If I wanted to stream it to multiple IP addresses, all we need to do is just highlight this part here. If I can get it. There we are. This is just your destination and your access. UDP is obviously just the output format that we're running it through. Your destination is the IP address. And what we need to do is just copy this, and we would put a comma in between these last two parentheses, and we will just paste that. So as you can see, we have both of them, and all we will need to do is just change this IP address that we will want to stream to. You won't ever really need to change the port number unless you have something else running over the same port, or you want to change it off of default. If you're streaming over a lot of devices, I would recommend changing the port number to something that nothing is ever really going to use. Anywho, we will wake up my roommate because he's sleeping and I am not. If I was to stream over UDP, we just have one encapsulation that we can run under, MPEG-TS. It's a pretty good format actually, but if I wanted to stream over RDP or UDP, as you can see, it will give us all of these wonderful options, but we won't really need to do that. If I wanted to change the transcoding options, say instead of playing an MPV4 or MP4V, I wanted it to play like H.264, which is for mobile OSs. Maybe I just want to play it over like WMV. It's great for a lot of slower networks, or if you're streaming to a very, very high number of clients. We can set up time to live. You can set up to stream all elementary streams, which is just basically your very generic stream setup. I choose not to do this, although most of the time it's recommended to. If you're going to be streaming to multiple OSs and or modules, like say over the internet to a laptop, anywhere like that. What we need to do is just press OK. We have everything all set to where we need it. Down here we have the customize, which is actually the playlist. We can add any files that we would want to play. All we need to do is just type in the file path that we would need. Won't really need to do that right now. And we press OK. Now, doesn't really look like it's doing much, but what it is doing is playing this file to an IP address. And what we need to do is bring up another VLC. This will be, say, our client, say from a different location. And we will go to File, Open once again. This time I'm going to click on Network, and here we can see that we're opening up UDP or RTP. Multicast is great if you're streaming over the internet, and RTSP is what a lot of people will use to stream over video on demand. Anyway, we're just going to stream to UDP because that's what we clicked earlier. We won't need to do anything down here this time. As you can see, what our playlist is nothing but our UDP and local machine address. Now we're just going to click OK, and what this will do is open up our file, and you can see that it's already playing. And one thing that you may notice is there's no video playback controls. Unfortunately, with just normal streaming, you don't have any control on that except for on the server. However, the way to get around that is to add another interface. If we go to our server once again and we click Add Interface, we just go to Web, and if we open up a browser and we type in our server's address, this is over port 8080 because it's HTTP. We see that this is our server's media playlist. This is obviously still on just one local machine, so I can see everything going on right now. But once again, you can access this anywhere from any client. And if I want to do fast forward a little bit, I can just click and it will go right to it. I'm having some small playback difficulties. Normally that's not an issue, but it clears up rather quickly. And that is pretty much it as far as that. We can click View Playlist and minimize everything. I can change the volume from here if I needed to. I can add files with, and we can just go to Open File, Browse. That brings up my entire drive, which we won't need to go into. And that is pretty much it as far as setting up a local stream on a home network.